Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. Listen, we're all talking about changing. We're all talking about adding things over the last few days, maybe a few weeks, and New Year's just around the corner. And I want to remind you of something that we forget only because we're human. We look out and we're like, damn, that person's doing so well. I want to do amazing. And we're like, oh, but that person's doing so well in social. That person's doing so well over here with expireds or with online leads. That's all great. I want to remind you here that you're going to continue to grow in this business when you focus just on your strengths first. That means you go all in, and when you thought you were done, guess what? You're going back in again. You're just not doing enough with what you're already amazing at. So I want to remind you that sometimes your traditional methods, they work, but you need to tweak them a little bit to add things that can just enhance what you're already amazing at. And the first thing in my mind that you can probably use to enhance your strength, like let's say you are amazing at mailing, you are amazing at doing open houses, you are amazing at writing handwritten notes, right? Well, you can instantly level all of that up if you just get used to using some type of AI to run your ideas through. In fact, if you've already been doing this for 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, and it's the same thing, you're like, man, I just can't seem to grow, but I do so well with this set of people or this thing. Put that into ChatGPT, put that into Gemini, into Claude, into Perplexity, into any AI, and ask it a question that says, hey, this is what I currently do. What am I missing? What can I improve? How could I level this up? That's how you start looking at this and growing. Number 2 on this is, as you start focusing more on your strengths, you have so many stories of the times you've helped people because you're so great at this, right? Whether it's open houses, door knocking, community events, whatever it is. Those stories allow you to connect with other people. But most of the time, those stories are just sitting in your head. They've never been told before. I'm not saying use people's names with it, but they've never been told before, meaning you have the opportunity to do this not only on social media, right? To show up and talk about it. Hey, there was this time about 5 years ago, and I remember helping one of my best clients ever, right? That type of story, right? Now, there was one time that I thought we were going to lose this property, that type of story. People want to hear that because they can learn from those lessons. And if you're terrible on video, then do it in writing form. Do it in a newsletter. Guess what? It works as well. People connect with stories. And I think this is where you forget, because those stories that you typically try to tell, they're not along the same stories that you would want to hear. It's like those side stories that have no meaning, no ending. I want you to focus on the stories that have a lesson to learn or a lesson to teach, because people will listen to those, because those are all, I can guarantee you look back, where did you get that lead from? It came from probably your strength. Was it a referral from a past client? Was it a referral from your sphere or an agent? Was it door knocking? Was it open houses? Whatever it was, it starts there. So when you focus on your strengths, you allow the natural part of storytelling to come out as well. And part of that means you need to show up better for yourself. You need to show up better knowing that, okay, I got it. Today, I am going to focus on my strength. I am going to dig in deeper on this. I am going to use more AI. I am going to outline this more. Take the time to think through what I've already done in the last 2 years with the things that I love, and I'm going to see how I can improve those, not tack on new things. Not tack on new things that'll just create a headache because I'm so behind on that, or I feel behind on that. You're going to tack on things to things that you're already amazing at, and that's how you see growth, and we forget about that. And if you need help with that, yes, we have group coaching. It's called The Brilliant Tribe. Check us out at brillianttribe.com. We'll talk again.